Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Yeah, nobody is. Oh, first one in. So welcome everybody to our webinar. We are happy that you joining our webinar this morning. There are still some people entering, so we may wait a few minutes. I see that still miss some and some are entering, so we will start in a minute, giving them the opportunity to enter. Okay, now I've given everybody the opportunity to join. Thank you again, once again. Welcome to our today's webinar, Explore How to Increase Plant Process Performance. This webinar is brought to you by Aerovit and EUtech. We are jointly presenting today our webinar and share experience with you. My name is Michael Haug. I'm the Managing Director of EUtech Scientific Engineering. We are in the power plant business since our founding in 1999. Before we have a thermodynamic background, combustion engineers. We are providing engineering service, analytics, have developed diagnostics and software solutions to diagnose and optimize the combustion process, not only in coal-fired plants, but also in all kind of fuels, all types of firing systems. So we have gathered a great experience, and we want to share one part of this experience today. And with me today is our colleague from Aerovit.
Hello, my name is Søren Jørgensen, and I'm the managing director of Aerovit. Thank you all for joining today. We've been in the boiler cleaning solutions since 1992. Today we will talk mostly about the shower cleaning solutions for the empty passes on almost any kind of boilers you have. Where you have those empty passes, can be biomass, can be waste to energy, coal-fired boilers, and so on. We can also supply solutions with the steam soup blowers for the superheaters, wrapping as well if necessary. And also we have for the smaller boilers, we have a cleaning system which is defined by compressed air, where we're sending shock waves that travels through the fire tube boilers. So this was a little bit about the Aerovit solutions. So if we look a little bit more into what you will see today, we, Aerovit and EUtech, are engineering companies, and we help our customers, the end customers who are operating the plants, to solve their problems over the years. And we develop solutions which work 24/7 and helping them to improve and make boiler operation, make the life easy. And we experience that you are all in the field taking great efforts to keep your boilers in a good shape, keep your assets at a very high level. But of course, you're fighting and you're struggling day by day against the adverse conditions resulting from the fuel, from fossil fuels, from renewable or waste, with many different issues, and with a lack of proper instrumentation and tools. And we want to share our experience today and show you how you can maintain and improve your operation. And when we look into the process, you are familiar with all these processes much better than we do in total, but you face problems with fluctuating heat values, with quality of your fuel problems. You have to balance the air-fuel ratio in a proper way. You have to maintain a high quality ash with low unburned fuel, and you fight against imbalances which make it difficult to operate your DNOx, which may cause high temperature corrosion or fouling and slagging. And this is a very severe issue because it affects the efficiency, it affects the performance, availability, maintenance costs. So the costs and the availability of your plant is strongly affected by the cleanliness of your furnace. And what can you do about it? How can you keep your boiler in a good shape? That is what we want to show you in our webinar in more detail. First of all, it is important to understand the situation. You drive your plant by global numbers. You have some temperature values, you see your input, you see your output data, emissions, and so on. But this will not give you the whole picture in detail. The monitoring and analysis and the root cause, it is a very important part of the whole process to keep it all the time in a good shape. Because when it started sooting and fouling,
sometimes it's too late because it's a build up in the process, which you can stop so quickly due to the circumstances, and you're not aware of it. There is a delay in noticing what is going on in the furnace because there is no instrumentation there. So the classification, the analysis of the process and the classification of the urgency and severeness of slagging and fouling, that is an important part because it tells you when it is the right time to act. And based on the cleaning process, and cleaning in time is very important, you can optimize your complete strategies, and depending on the cleaning situation, you can advise cleaning or cleanliness of your pendant section. You can make decision about the cleaning process. So what we are applying are high density cameras, fully digital and fully automated. So they are designed to withstand the severe conditions in the furnace, and with the digital image transfer, we have no loss of information. So we are past video. We are now using the state-of-the-art technologies, and we apply advanced image processing for smart identification and quantification of sooting. So sooting is not only deposit, but it's also a question of what is the structure, what is the texture of the material. Is it loose sintered material? Is it a slag flow? And based on this, we can initiate this process. And to give you an impression, I have a short video sequence which shows you how quick this process can happen. This process is, and it's not noticed because it's happening inside the furnace without any. Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Can you start the video for me, please?
No, I don't see your video.
Okay, sorry for that.
If you give me the link, I will put it up.
Sorry for that. I was reconnected, so I'm sorry for this inconvenience. Just a second. Anyway, I skipped the video. We can put it later on. It's important that what you see here in a sequence, happens within 1 hour. So a buildup of half a meter up to 1 meter, that is possible, and it's very dangerous because this is a lot of material at the pendant section, and if it falls down uncontrolled, and or by cleaning too late, it will damage your furnace. And of course, if it's a slag and you enter with the cleaning device too late, you insulate maybe your pipings and reduce the efficiency of the heat transfer. So what we do is actually we define regions of interest, critical areas, and these critical areas are monitored continuously by the image processing. And by this, we can quantify in separate areas the process of sooting and slagging. And we use also artificial intelligence to identify if it's dangerous, if it's not dangerous, if it's strong buildup, or if it's low buildup, it's clean, or if it's some action is necessary. So this sequence shows you different types of situations: medium, clean, and this is a process where we have almost a medium. Some parts are dirty, some parts are clean, and this is a severe, strong situation. And this is identified by the software. And this identification
allows us to stipulate or to ask the cleaning device that this area needs cleaning, and then, well, you show us how it will be taken over.
I will do so. Well, first of all, when you have realized that you have issues with the fouling, or you doing either by temperature or with using a camera like the US camera, you can choose a solution like the Aerovit SC Jet. It is a fully automated solution for cleaning the boiler walls with a patented nozzle that can go in either clockwise or counterclockwise, so you are sure you reach all the areas of the cleaning parts. As I said earlier, you can activate it either during to boiler performance if you see the temperatures are getting too high, or you can run it with a schedule. So you have like a plan that you want to clean every 12 hours or every second day, or and so on, and which kind of hole you want to activate the cleaning in. Or you can adapt the cleaning sequence according to US's monitoring diagnosis that Mr. Haug showed you earlier. So that's where the two companies have the synergy together, that if you realize the issues visually, you will easier be able to make the cleaning, the cleaning of the SC Jet, so you'll only be putting water at the areas where the fouling is actually happening, and not spraying waters and put stress on the surfaces where it's not necessary. This also gives you a minimum amount of water inside the boiler, because it's only a necessity. You need to use the water as a cleaning medium, because the way that the water is hitting the surfaces, small droplets from the nozzle is evaporating from the side, and when it expands into vapor, it expands up to 1,700 times, and this is the small explosions that is ripping off the fouling that you see on the UVIS cameras. So when you have removed all the fouling on the boiler walls, you will see a reduced flue gas temperature at the radiation outlet with around 60 to 80 degrees. So this is giving you a much better efficiency of the boiler. Everything is automatic run and can be monitored, such as the water pressure, position of the cleaning unit, but also the speed of the cleaning unit, the interval where you want to clean. If you don't want to clean in all heights, you can make different sections in the program, so you only spray where the fouling is. Well, I think I'll start by showing a video also that shows a cleaning sequence where you'll see the nozzle, which is here in the center of the slide, where you will see the nozzle. This one rotates in only one direction. This is going counterclockwise. But you will see the droplets hitting the surfaces and evaporate instantly. So you will not have water running down the heating surfaces. So here you see the drum going over to hole number 1. This is activated directly from the control room. When the nozzle is lowered into, the sensors realizing that the nozzle is there and the gate valve is opening. And the nozzle is lowered into the empty passes. I can see here the drum is micro-compensating to make sure to put a minimum stress on the hose. So it's lowered directly into the conical structure. Here we're looking in from the bottom, where we see the nozzle is coming in. So there's 6 nozzles spraying the water in different directions. And as you see, it's only like 30 to 40 centimeters that is actually water, and it evaporates instantly. When it's going down to the set point of where it's lowered, it returns back up, everything fully automatically. And when it comes up here again, the water is what you're spraying is also the cleaning element. As you see here, it doesn't rotate, but it's actually just cooling, because this operator don't want to be cleaned at the top of the boiler part. When it's stripped off, rolls back up the hose and goes back into park position. So when you've done this cleaning and you do it regularly, according to either temperature or by visually realizing the issues, you'll have a much higher boiler availability. You'll be able to run, we have many cases where they run a full year without any stoppage. But due to the patented nozzle head of Aerovit, we have a minimum amount of inlets in the boiler roof, because the water droplets is sent more than 5 meters to each side of the nozzle head. So the fewer inlets gives you a full coverage though, but still again the smallest amount of water inside the boiler. When you have a fully automatic systems, you have low maintenance costs. The nozzle head from Aerovit can be renovated, so it's a one-time purchase, and when it's been wear and teared over the time, since it's going into a harsh environment, you can send it directly to us, and we can renovate the nozzle heads, and then they are fully operated and tested in our workshop, and we will send back within 1 or 2 days. Again, to have a nozzle head available all the time at the plant. Since everything is done automatically, operated from the control room, this also gives you an optimized operation, but also the safety for the personnel. Nobody needs to be around the cleaning unit while it's in operation. So this was a little bit about the Aerovit SC Jet solution, where we can, after you realize the issues, either by the UV camera or with the boiler temperature, you can actually clean the areas where you want to clean. And this is, again, as I said before, the synergy between EUtech and Aerovit comes in. Back to you, Michael. You need to turn on the microphone again.
I always forget. Thank you. Yeah, I hope that you saw some important information or helpful information for you, how to identify the ways of identifying the critical areas and continuously monitoring them. We have great experience with this, and also more important, to determine the severeness, the quality of the slagging, because there was always deposits on the piping, but if there is a necessity to clean, this is the important question, and we have an answer on this. And you saw a very effective way of cleaning by the SC Jet, well, based on these tools, you can adapt and optimize your cleaning strategy depending on change of fuels, change of the properties of slagging and fouling, and we hope that we could bring you some information of help. And if you are interested in more information, you will receive a questionnaire after the webinar where we can do a quick review of your situation and see whether we can discuss your specific situation in more detail. So if you are interested in, just get in contact with one of our companies and we will come back to you and clarify the situation. So if there are any questions right now, we will be happy to answer them in the chat. Please feel free to put your question into the chat, and we both will be happy to answer them. Okay, I see one of
one question. If the system needs individual adaptation to the specific boiler conditions, well, yes, it does, but it does it automatically. So if we apply a camera system to a certain position and area of the furnace or dependent section, the system and the software will automatically identify the buildup, and it is done in process, so to say. So we can do it even under full load application. We can continuously monitor the situation and determine the thickness, the severeness, and the texture and quality of the slagging by artificial intelligence.
I can see there's also a question. I think this is for me. You mentioned that the nozzle head have two directions. I did not get this. I did not get why this would be a benefit. Yes. Well, the nozzle heads, you can have nozzle heads going in either a clockwise or counterclockwise, and this is because you want, when you rotate the nozzle heads, you'll have the water jets going in different directions, if it's going counterclockwise or clockwise. And when you switch between those two units, you'll be able to clean those small shadow effects that you'll have on the side of the membrane walls. So by switching the attack angle of the water to the membrane walls, you'll have a better cleaning effect from the shower cleaning, instead of having the same direction of the jets all the time. So the benefits is that you'll have a more clean surface, and again, you don't put stress on the same parts all the time.
And there's another question asking how many of these applications are in the field. We have about, let's say, 100 systems in the field worldwide at different fuel types. So this is all kind of approved in all kind of firing systems and fuel types.
With the SC Jet, we have around 50 plants operating with the SC Jets, and several others that is using our patented nozzle. As this is also, you're also able to use the Aerovit nozzle head on an existing cleaning solution. So if you want to try the SC Jet nozzle head, this is compatible with other systems as well. So we have lots of places just with the nozzle head, and 50 fully automatic systems running with the SC Jet and the nozzle head, you can say.
There is a question regarding the long-term experience and maintenance requirements for the systems. I can talk only about our systems, which are approved 24/7, and we have systems in the field for more than 10 years, system without any problem. So it might be necessary time by time to clean the optics, but actually we have purging air, we have impulse air applications. So keeping the optics clean, we have great experience, and the systems work without any large problems, and they are fail-safe. So if they have no media air available, we do automatic retract.
We have systems going way back, and again, the most critical part that needs to be changed is the hose, and this cannot be renovated as the nozzle head can. So this is mostly the wear and tear part that you need to purchase now and then. But the nozzle head, again, you can just send it to us. We'll renovate it, change the parts that has been worn out, and we will test it before sending it back. All this is done within 1 or 2 days, as it's a critical point that you need to be sure to have a nozzle head on your shower cleaning solution. We always recommend people to have 2 nozzle heads, so one can go for renovation, while the other one is still in operation. But again, our system is running for a very long time. Yesterday, I visited a plant that was delivered in 2014. So there are many plants running, which is also older than this.
This is a nice question, actually, regarding already existing systems. Yes, we can use existing equipment already and do an update to fully digitize the whole thing. So applying maybe, if necessary, it depends on the systems, new optics and camera systems. So if you have devices already in the field, and some of them you have, yes, we can update the system and apply the software and the fully digital package to the existing system. We call it a UVIS upgrade kit. This is available for all camera systems which might be not maintained by the manufacturers anymore, and we are able to keep your existing asset regarding the cooling or the retraction units and apply new technology inside the old housings. So if there is a case, we'll be happy to have a look at it and make a proposal. So, any more questions? So if not, thank you very much again for joining. It was a pleasure to presenting to you jointly with Aerovit. It was a very good cooperation with them, or is still a good cooperation, but to prepare this webinar was quite a nice experience. And I hope you could enjoy it as well. We will be happy to maybe receive your mails or requests after the webinar. And so we wish you a nice day. Thank you very much for joining.
Thank you very much. Feel free to contact us if there's anything questions you have after this webinar.
So we are already in time, half an hour, as calculated. Works very well. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.